Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky things, Maggie, include Godzilla.
Yeah.
And Godzilla.
Yeah.
And another Godzilla. No, just two Godzillas. But we also got Bob Iger, who's kind of a monster in his own right. If you know what I'm saying.
He's becoming more and more of a monster.
Hey, you know what? You either die hero or live long enough to screw over a bunch of writers and, you know, get misogynistic about women. But hey, this is the Hopefully Awesome Show, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I chit chat and recap all of the nerdy news from the previous week. What?
Lucy just came in here, looked at us, and left.
Remember, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or join us right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. Get access to some sweet emojis, as well as exclusive content, including our monthly movie commentaries and our weekly series, Matt plus Maggie, and more. But if you can't do that, it's totally fine. Just hang out with us right here on YouTube and podcast services. But enough of that, Maggie. How are you, Maggie? How's your Monday going?
It's a Monday, man.
Mm-hmm.
Loud children. Viv's feeling better, thank goodness.
Yes. Sick child update. She's not sick. She's still getting over it, but
yeah, but she's so much better than what she used to be. She's actually playing now and not laying on us.
Yeah, it's nice to have her bugging the crap out of us again, you know. I'm joking. I'm just being silly.
That's what any other parent would say.
Yeah, no, honestly, it is nice to have her up and dancing and just, you know, getting wild and crazy into a bunch of different things.
Yeah. And, I got to hold Jerriana's niece.
Aww.
And she's so cute.
Mm.
And I think I'm slowly getting into nesting mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we're going to be doing a lot of cleaning.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
It has to happen.
Hey, you know what? That's fine.
That's what's happening at school. I cleaned out my desk today.
Oh, Lord. So, mate, where are we on the baby thermometer here?
I'll be...
Speaking of baby monitor.
Next Monday will be exactly a month away.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts to think about.
That's why I'm in nesting mode.
Oh, jeez. There's so much to do.
Yeah.
And, Christmas is 20 days away.
Yeah, we still haven't put up jack squat.
I say let's just not. You know, I was reading a BuzzFeed article today. It was 15 things that you thought were Christmassy but are actually pagan rituals. And it's basically everything about Christmas.
Yeah.
And not that I'm necessarily against pagan rituals. I don't really know who the pagans are. I would imagine witchcraft. I don't know. Let's know in the chat. Let's know in the comments.
Do I need to go do research?
I'm not trying to offend nobody, obviously. But whatever.
I'm going to.
Anything that we don't have to do. It's fine. Don't look it up. It's fine. It's fine. It's not worth it, Maggie.
I'm just.
This is great content. Maggie's pulling up Google, searching for what a pagan is. So she's going to be telling us that here shortly.
A person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main or recognized religions.
Oh, so what?
You could be considered a pagan if you don't believe in religion or you worship more than one god.
Oh, okay, then, well, crap.
They celebrate, nature and stuff.
Well, that means I want to...
Be a pagan?
Well, just at least celebrate pagan stuff more. No, because, religious freedom and stuff. That's what I mean. I just, I just don't want to, F with people just because they aren't necessarily, Christian or something. You know what I mean?
I just want to put a gazillion blow-ups in her front yard.
I told you I'm down to make our Bluey blow up the Christmas tree this year.
I don't want to hear that thing going the whole entire time.
What if we fill up the Bluey blow up and then we just seal it off like a balloon? Not with helium, but just air. Like we seal it so that it doesn't lose air and it just stays on there.
Hey, Jariana, Eric says, wait, what's a Pegasus then? A Pegasus is a flying horse.
Yes. Hercules had a Pegasus.
Yeah.
In the cartoon movie.
Perseus had it in the movie.
Huh? In the Hercules movie?
No. And Clash.
Oh.
I
didn't watch that.
The old one.
I didn't watch that. You're talking about that one with the dude from Terminator that was supposed to be like the newest.
Old one.
No, I know that exists, but it's the same thing.
I guess. I never watched it.
Hey, Eric. What's up? Hey, I sent you an email if you didn't get it. You may have, but we got some packages.
Yep. 2 boxes.
So Maggie.
Wait, is it mail time?
It is mail time. Mail time.
Mail time.
Mail time. We didn't even practice that.
No.
I do have a slide for it if you want to go over there. So we got 2 boxes. Mail call, everybody.
Mail call.
Do you want to? Which one should we do first? We got a small one and we got a big one.
Eric, which box should we do first? Big box, little box.
I'm thinking little box first.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, smaller box. It's not a little box at all.
Big box is big.
Well, you know what they say, Maggie. The bigger the box, the bigger the package. I like big boxes and I cannot lie. All right. We're going to put it on you while I grab the box here.
Oh, boy.
All right. Here we go. Gonna crack this open. Once again, thank you. We do have a P.O. box. Maggie, while I'm trying to open this one.
We have a P.O. box and, send us in nice. Not like you don't have to buy us anything, but like, I'm trying to watch my wording here. Send us nice things, not,
Any fan mail. Any fan mail you want to send us. Is it body hair? Worst thing we'll do is throw it away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you want to be the one to reach in and pull it out? That's what she said. Sorry. Here, why don't you do this one? I can't see.
Can my eyes come back?
You do this one because I'll have to do the big one. That's what she said.
I think it's for me.
Oh
my god.
My god.
I love it, Eric. It's Gloria Estefan.
What is happening right now?
So much.
Oh my god.
She's gorgeous. Oh my god. I love this so much, Eric. This is so great.
That's a joint gift for me and Eric, just so you know. No, it's not.
No.
I was gonna take credit for
so
it.
Great. Oh my god.
Now, remind me who Gloria Estefan is.
I'll give you an easy one. Back in the 90s, she sang a song with NSYNC called The Music in My Heart.
Nope.
Oh my god.
This is the music in my heart.
Nope. No. Quit going to house music. No. I'm trying
Whose house? Gloria Estefan's house.
Eric, help me.
Did I put you on the spot? I'm sorry. I know you know.
I'm trying to think
your
of
baby
one.
brain. You got baby brain.
Happy Thanksgiving present.
Oh, thank
gracias.
You. Thank you, Eric.
I love it, Eric. I really do.
Grab the big box.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord.
These are like the Barbies I stare at online.
Look at the shot.
I can't see the shot.
Here we go. All right, I'm going to have to move some of these strings. Again, Eric, thank you.
Gloria there. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. We greatly
Thanks,
appreciate
dude.
you.
That's awesome.
Did not have to do this, but we do appreciate you.
I love her boots.
That is not the word I thought it was going to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, you're dirty bonded.
I'm just...
Rhythm is going to get you. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Rhythm's going to get you.
Didn't Shenandoah Bong say that? Or Gloria Estefan was right, and one day the rhythm is gonna get you.
Conga.
Conga.
He doesn't know, Eric.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay.
You didn't go back far enough.
Well, I couldn't think.
Oh my god.
Jesus, man. What did he
Eric,
find?
listen, the amount of times I have looked at this
Oh, no.
and did not get it. And like I said, I'm like, Maggie, maybe we should just go ahead and get it. And she's like, no. I'm so happy right now. This is
Oh, Jesus.
this is
What
great.
did you do?
It's amazing, Maggie.
Maggie knows session. That's true. Turn the beat around. That's the one I was thinking of.
Turn the beat around. Come on, turn it around.
Yeah. I always was enthralled by that music video. Love to hear percussion.
All right, Maggie. Don't look away so that everybody can see it at the same time.
Okay. Is it the camera on me? I'm confused.
No. Just
Oh,
don't.
Jesus.
I don't want
I'm
you
so
to
scared.
react before the
I am
audience.
so scared. That's the point of a P.O. box, right? Oh my god, our little girl would have a field day with this big old box in here.
All right.
Are we
Take a
ready?
look.
3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. How
This is
Yes!
amazing.
We got him.
27 inches of Batman.
Batwing.
Holy.
There should be a note with Gloria.
Gloria,
I think.
Gloria. I think I put the box
Yep.
down.
We got like little tables now, and it's kind of hard to maneuver.
I don't think I saw a note, but unless you see one.
I'm searching.
Oh my god. This
Oh, Lord.
we might have to.
Here, let me get the small.
Yeah.
There. Put that one down.
Wait.
Wait. I'm
stuck on
trying to get
something.
it out.
I'm stuck on something. There. Okay.
My God.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
God. See?
It's okay. It was my phone.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
I'm checking for notes.
Eric, thank you
There is-
so much.
Thank you, sir.
I like how I'm just taking it as if it's mine, like as if it's mine, but
It's Matt's.
obviously it's ours.
It's Happy Thanksgiving to Matt.
I don't know if you are aware, Eric. You probably are. I mean, you've watched a lot of our stuff. Maggie is a huge Michael Keaton Batman fan. That's her favorite Batman. So she is very, very happy.
I am.
Which I know we've all talked about The Flash and how like we actually really enjoy it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, and he's the main reason.
This is amazing.
One of the many main reasons for
One
me.
of these days, we're working on our office. We're working on our studio to like be
One
able
of
to
these
show
days.
things off.
One of these days, we'll finally have
Some space to do
a bigger
things.
house.
And so this is definitely going to be on display.
That'll be a fun thing to film.
I'm thinking like hanging it.
Hanging it.
Yeah.
Can
like
I
it's
take
flying.
him to school so I can put him on my desk?
Fuck no.
I'm not taking
I
the
don't want any of
Batwing.
those
I'm
little
taking.
brats playing with my
Oh, no.
Batman.
No, they don't touch any of my stuff on my.
I'm
my
joking.
desk.
I love children.
He thinks.
Oh.
No joke. We was looking at it like whenever the Flash movie was coming out. we were just like standing there staring at it. And I was like, "No, we don't need it."
Like, should we get it? Should we get it? Eric, once again, above and beyond.
Muchos
Thank you.
gracias.
Thank you very much. It's almost as good as the prison letters. Almost.
You gonna have to.
I
Stop
need to break those out and read them to everybody.
No, I don't want to hear.
I'm joking. I don't know if
you
he.
do that as
I'll
your
be honest.
one-man
I'll be
act.
honest. I don't know if I ever actually received a letter from him while he was in prison.
I know my brother, I think, sent him a letter or two. That's all I know.
No, he mailed other people.
Well,
I just
know
don't
if he
know
ever
if,
mailed
I don't know
him.
if I got one.
Like, I don't know if my brother ever sent the letter.
The letter?
Yeah.
I did email, or not email, I did mail my cousin Josh when he was in the military.
Yeah.
But he had sent me like 4 letters before I even sent one, and I felt really bad about it.
Well, I mean,
it's hard. Which, I mean, but he's in the military and able to send me letters, so I mean, but I was still in high school. I don't know. It's hard. But all that being said, thank you, Eric.
oh, it's so carefree to be a teenager again.
I know, right? Working at Little Caesars.
Oh.
Getting all the goods, the goody goods.
Oh, how about I made myself sick today.
What'd you do?
Well, I just meant like mentally, emotionally. Like I was
well, in that case.
like I was telling one of my coworkers how old my niece and nephews are.
Yeah.
And I said, well, wait, no, that's not right because this one's about to turn 17. I went, oh my God. I've been out of high school for 17 years.
17.
Barf.
Only comes once in a lifetime.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That was quiet.
It's time for the news.
Good news, everyone.
All right, everybody. And we're kicking it over into the news. That's right. Getting ready to... Please don't. I don't want our baby just sliding out of nowhere like, ah, shit, he's
no,
here.
I meant like kicking these boxes.
Oh God, there's no room, dude. So I shaved earlier, like right here, it's burning. But like I put on aftershave and everything, and still it's just burning. I think it's also where I've been like blowing my nose a billion times today.
Yeah.
I tell you, hey Maggie, you want
Matt.
to change the slide to?
I like mail call.
Hey. Mail call's good. And also, your stream's paused. I don't know if you know that or not.
Crud.
And I don't know if it matters, but just wanted to give you a heads up. So, everybody, welcome to the news. So, we are here with the box office results from the previous weekend. So, of course, this is coming from Box Office Mojo, The Numbers, and Discussing Film. And real quick, actually, we watched a video over the weekend. I'm sure a lot of people did. It's H Bomber guy.
Yeah, H Bomber guy.
Yeah, all about plagiarism. And so, not that we plagiarize. I don't think we plagiarize because we always give reference to who we're talking about, like where we get the reports and stuff. Like,
well, it just made us really think. Oh God,
like, do we? Like, we do it, right?
Do it.
Like, we do it all. So I'm gonna try and be even more persistent with like saying everything, right? But just to have complete clarity, a lot of the stories are like pulled together from Discussing Film, and like they source it from other places. So typically, what I'll do is I'll source who they source it from, but I also mention Discussing Film. So just going forward, you may hear Discussing Film said 10,000 times, but I want to be overly positive on that we're making sure that we cover everyone. So again, not that we went out
very
and,
good video
and stuff. It is very good. If
anybody teaches high school English or college English, I would make that an assignment for your students to watch. Mm-hmm. It's a long video, but
almost 4 hours,
but
really good.
It's really good.
Really, really good. And like I hate you didn't get to see the end of it, Maggie, because
I think he
did. When he says he's going to donate all the money to different people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you got to see that.
He's going to donate it to all the people that weren't
sourced correctly.
Yeah.
It's
cited.
Awesome.
Cited correctly.
Really good stuff. Definitely highly recommend that. So, that being said, via Discussing Film, the Box Office Mojo, and the numbers, here are the top 10 films at the box office this week. So, at number 1, or this weekend, rather. Number 1.
The Queen.
Renaissance, a film by Beyonce.
Queen Bee.
Made $21.8 million domestic, bringing a worldwide gross to $27.2 $25.3 million. So pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't look into it. I probably should have, but I think it's less than what Taylor's opening weekend was.
But
not that means anything.
Also, game recognizes game. There's
Yeah.
a picture of them together at one of the premieres.
I loved that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I started
Which,
following
because
Beyonce on Instagram.
Beyonce was at Taylor Swift's premiere, I believe.
I think so. I think
they did both.
I'm really glad to see that.
Yeah.
Such camaraderie right there.
I
think it's
thought
so
when you
cool.
can dominate together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck. Girls.
They could save
run
the
the world.
economy.
They really good. God, what? Never mind. I'm not gonna go where I was gonna go. Number 2, dropping from the number 1 slot for the first time. The Hunger Games. 0. I decided to stop saying the whole name because it's a lot, but it's Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
And there you go. You just said
Well, no, I mean, I didn't mean I'm gonna stop saying it. I mean I'm gonna stop topping it because it's a lot. So, the Hunger Games. Made $14.5 million over the weekend, bringing its domestic total to $121.2 million and $243.9 million worldwide gross.
Wow.
Yes, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Wow.
At number 3, new to the box office. Go Godzilla! Godzilla Minus One. With $11.4 million this weekend, bringing its worldwide gross to $34.4 million. This is the biggest ever for a live-action Japanese film in the U.S. Biggest opening weekend.
Can't wait for us to talk about it later.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be covering this later, so don't worry, we're not gonna get into any spoilers, especially right now. But whenever we do review it, we'll talk about it.
It is so hard not to talk about it.
But it's really great. I can't wait. It's really great. It's really great. Can't wait to talk about it. So it is the biggest film of live action Japanese film in the US, of course. Via Slash Film, director Takashi Yamazaki wants to make a Star Wars film.
Please, God, let him do it.
He says, quote, "I watched Star Wars and that's how I ended up being a filmmaker. I'm really hoping I will get a call." Dave Filoni,
for God's sakes, call him.
Dave Filoni, what's the point of being the new head of Star Wars or whatever the hell you are now if you're not going to make this call? All right? Come on. Can you imagine?
That'd be great.
Because, like, I mean, okay, I'm just the main character in this movie, right? Can you imagine a character with a similar background in the Star Wars universe? And, like, that's who we follow.
That'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Big old Star Wars planet monster.
I mean, they got that one worm thing that was in the asteroid. Or the space whales.
Yeah, Queen Bee, Jeriana. Eric says, today's episode is brought to you by the letter P. It seems like plagiarism, pagan, and Pegasus. Just waiting for Pilgrim to be said. Well,
the P stands for pie.
Well, there you go, Pilgrim.
Howdy, Pilgrim. Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim.
Eric says, wait, I thought that the Godzilla song was "This is Halloween."
It is very similar.
It is very similar.
And I'll also get what was the other one that I was doing earlier?
I can't remember.
I was doing something.
I'm trying
earlier.
to remember it.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's like a pop song or something.
Candy.
No. If they spelled applesauce with a B, they call it applesauce. Bum 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 bum.
Wow.
I know, right?
That'd be a cool remix.
Cool. Cool might not be the right word for that.
I've been singing that for the kindergartners. Just going back.
Applesauce?
Applesauce with the B. It could be called applesauce.
Bum bum bum.
And they just look at me. They're like, what?
What are you talking about?
You're weird.
Is that Lil Nas X? That's what the kids ask. Number 4, sticking in the number 4 slot. Trolls Band Together added an additional $7.8 million, bringing its domestic total to $75 million and its worldwide gross to $161.6 million. We actually had our individual, our segmented off Trolls review went out today. It posted today.
Oh.
So if you haven't got to check out our review of Trolls, definitely head over there. It's trimmed down. We took the whole segment, which was like 30 minutes, and it's down to like 9. So it's really succinct, really good. Definitely go check that out. We would
Best
greatly
soundtrack.
appreciate it.
I think one of the best soundtracks.
Yes. Honestly, I agree with that.
Little girl can't get enough.
Yeah, she can't. God, we got in the car on Saturday, and she's like, "Daddy, play my Trolls music."
Trolls.
Yeah, and then tonight she was like, "Oh, I got an idea. Play the Trolls music."
Because she's playing music.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, I know." What
and she figured out the Google Home display.
Oh no.
That she could go up and touch the buttons and stuff.
Oh.
So that's why
wonderful.
it sounded like a crazy party in the bathroom while she's brushing her teeth.
Wow, I didn't pay attention. At number 5, dropping from the number 3 slot, Disney's Wish brings in another $7.7 million, bringing its domestic total to $42.2 million and worldwide gross to $81.8 million.
Come on.
Yeah, it's not doing too good. Unfortunate. Somebody said that the only the only good performing Disney movie this year was by the guy that they fired and then rehired and is now working for the enemy, which is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's the only movie that actually succeeded at the box office this year.
Wow.
Which is wild when you think about it that way.
That is wild.
But we've got a lot more to talk about with Bob Iger in the next segment, so don't worry, we'll be breaking down some more stuff.
You, Bob.
Don't get me started. He's talking a lot of stupid stuff. At number 6, dropping from the number 2 slot, Napoleon added an additional $7.2 million, bringing its domestic gross to $45.8 million and $136.7 million worldwide. At number 7, new to the box office, Animal made $6.4 million domestic and $7.9 million worldwide. I hadn't really heard of Animal, so I looked up the synopsis of it, and it is as follows. The story of a son whose love for his father knows no bounds. As their bond begins to fracture, a chain of extraordinary events unfold, causing the son to undergo a remarkable transformation consumed by a thirst for vengeance.
Okay.
There you go. At number 8, also new to the box office, The Shift, with $4.3 million, no worldwide gross, so not gone over in the world yet. Again, hadn't heard of this one, so the synopsis reads: Kevin Gardner meets a nefarious adversary known as the Benefactor. When Kevin refuses the Benefactor's offer of wealth and power, he is shifted into an alternate totalitarian reality. Kevin's main goal is to make it back to the world he knows and the woman he loves. Every minute of the Shift film will have you wondering what happens next and if Kevin will return home safely.
Home Alone?
6.
I
was going to make a Home Alone joke, and then you did it, so
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Yours was fine.
I wish it's Napoleon Dynamite, Eric.
Mine wasn't going to be that good. I was just going to go, Kevin!
Oh.
That was it. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Home Alone. This is 40.
Wow. Number 9, also new to the box office. We had like 5 new movies in the top 10 this week. It's crazy. Silent Night opened at number 9 with $4.3 million. This is a remake of an old movie, 80s movie, I think.
I thought that. I was like, I know I've heard that as a movie before.
Yeah, it's like a Christmas slasher film or something.
Yeah.
I've got the synopsis here. We haven't watched the trailer. I actually meant for us to watch like 7 trailers before we did the show tonight and completely forgot. The synopsis.
Busy watching Don't Stop Vlogging.
Yeah, that's true. Them and John Oliver, of course.
Yes.
A tormented father witnesses his young son die when caught in a gang's crossfire on Christmas Eve. While recovering from a wound that cost him his voice, the man makes vengeance his life's mission and embarks on a punishing training regimen in order to avenge his son's death.
Yeah.
Get it, Maggie? Get it? Silent Night.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, because you can't talk.
That's it. Wait. Oh, I didn't realize
and
that's
also
what
it's
it was.
Christmas.
What? Incredible. At number 10, dropping from the number 5 slot, Thanksgiving added an additional $2.6 million, bringing its total gross to $36.8 million.
I was kind of shocked that that poster, that cardboard cutout, was still set up at the movie theater. So
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not already.
I was
just
really
torn down.
hoping to find like a big Godzilla one, and they didn't.
For Godzilla Minus One.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really. I mean, it's because it's an import from Japan.
I
Like
know.
that's they didn't expect it to do that much. I mean, don't get me wrong, it did gangbusters considering
Oh,
other Japanese movies that's been released in America, right?
Yeah.
But like, it's still open number 3. It's not like
Yeah.
it set the world on fire or anything. Though it should, because it's one of the best movies of the year.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine. One of the best movies of the year. We'll talk
Yes.
about it.
Eric,
I think it'll make our top 10 of the year. Just throwing that out there.
Eric, yes, Macaulay Culkin. He had his star put out in Hollywood Walk of Fame. Is that right?
Yeah.
This past weekend, yeah. It was a pretty big deal. It was very sweet.
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. So.
Oh no, it was like something's going on over there. Catherine O'Hara spoke, and of course he gave a speech too. And it's just so wild to me that he's a grown man, but he still sounds like, because we all grew up with him.
Yeah.
He still sounds like a kid in some ways.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, and a lot of people were making memes out of it where he's crouched down next to his star.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying Kevin would be very proud.
Aw. Did you know he's married to?
No, he's engaged to Brenda Song. Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
I remember when they started dating and like they were like crazy about each other. And the fact that they have two kids.
Wow. That's crazy.
But
like
yeah.
just you could have given
That's
me
so
1,000 guesses. I never would have got that.
Yeah.
Just wild.
And he looks so good too.
He does.
And everybody's like telling it, like saying, what was it? To put him in something. Oh, what was it? Oh, reboot Die Hard and make him
John McClane?
I know, that's what somebody said.
What?
That he's giving off that kind of energy.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That's all I got. That's all I got for that.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to rack my brain for anything. It should be known that I'm on cold medicine right now. So
Matt's
I'm a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
Just a little. It's wearing off now that
I
we're in
could
here.
tell.
Yeah.
I could tell it's wearing off.
Uh,
Earlier, I was not sure.
yeah. It was nice. I felt normal for like an hour. It was great.
I don't know if I call that normal.
We'll leave it at that, Maggie. We'll just leave it at that. So let's go ahead and move into the next segment. Look at that. Old Bobby boy.
Just trying to make sure I didn't hit it twice.
No, you're good.
Big old butthole up on the screen.
Oh, man. I need the tissues. Maggie. They're up there. I gotta grab them.
Okay. You want me to read about Bob?
I mean,
About Bobby?
if you want to.
I can. All right. Bob Iger on a lot of stuff. I like that sentence. Via The Verge, Bob Iger thinks he knows why the Marvels failed at the box office. Speaking during the New York Times Deal Book Summit 2023. Wow, what a boring summit name. He did not blame the actors' strike and lack of publicity for the film's performance, nor did he blame the weird hatred of the film driven by sexism coming from a small and vocal cadre of Marvel fans upset over a film helmed by 3 women. Yeah. He did blame the sheer volume of content being created for making it more difficult to maintain quality, and said the Marvels was shot during COVID and there wasn't enough supervision on set from executives. It's like saying there's not enough teachers watching kids.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
It's okay.
I muted it so that you wouldn't hear me blow my nose, even though you definitely did. We'll pause right there since it goes into the next part of the story.
What a butthole.
You're not wrong, Maggie. You're not wrong. I mean, obviously, more interference is not the answer here, right? And I mean, the article does a really good job of kind of saying, hey, it's actually like, they weren't able to advertise the movie. They weren't like, it's, we all know there's a bunch of misogynists that are like anti Brie Larson for some freaking reason, which I still don't understand. I guess I don't know.
Oh, I read somebody's comment on Threads today. They said, I didn't go watch the movie. I just can't stand Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I was like, how? what is wrong? Like, I don't understand that.
I don't get it either. I mean, and it's honestly, I think they just don't like a strong woman. I know we've talked about this before, but like, women. I don't know. It's hard to even put my head in their headspace because it's asinine. It's like it's this whole thing. So okay, I didn't want to get like super into it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, so there was another piece of this article that I didn't like put it in there. And don't get me wrong. If you didn't watch the Marvels because you genuinely weren't interested in it or whatever, that's fine. We already talked about this in the review that we have for the Marvels. Just because you didn't go watch it doesn't mean that you're a misogynist, but you, like, a misogynist would not go watch this, if that makes sense. Like, that's one of the ways that they were acting out against it. So it doesn't mean that you're a bad person if you didn't go watch the Marvels. You may just not be into that kind of movie, and that's totally fine.
That's totally fine.
And it's okay if you didn't like Captain Marvel as a legitimate character. Like, if you just didn't find it interesting, right? Some people don't think Captain America is interesting. Some people don't think Thor's interesting, right? So, I mean, like, that's...
hello, Taika Waititi. Even pointed out that was the least interesting comic book growing up.
And so, I mean, it's totally fine. Just want to put all that out there. Obviously, we've already said that, but if we're going to retread some of this, I want to make sure everybody knows.
Yeah.
We're not saying just if you didn't watch it that means that you're a bad person or anything. Obviously, it doesn't. It's just if the reason you didn't watch it was because it's a strong female protagonist and you don't think women should be in that role, then we've got some stuff to talk about. But there was another piece of this article. So Elon Musk was also there, and well, I don't know if they asked Bob Iger about Elon Musk or if Elon Musk was there also, but essentially they said, why did you pull out of advertising on Twitter?
Yeah.
And he was very cordial about it.
Yeah.
And was just like, Elon was saying some stuff that we didn't feel comfortable having our brand being represented by. And that stuff was talking about like the great replacement theory, which is just stupid. It is stupid. Okay.
Boy.
Yeah. Basically it's saying that there's a group of people, and I don't even want to give all the details about it because it's,
stupid.
Yeah. But there's a group of people that's trying to replace white people and like to rule the country or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, it's stupid. Okay, it's just asinine. Like, it's so, and Elon Musk like commented under it and was like, "You just spoke nothing but the truth there," or something. And so Bob Iger was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna advertise on here anymore." So I mean, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But like, you're willing to say that about that, yet when it comes to misogyny and stuff, you're like, ah. And it gets worse because he starts talking about some other stuff.
Oh, okay. In chat, let's see, Matt ZR. I think he's pretty excited about Godzilla. Matt ZR says yes. Brenda and Culkin both have 2 kids, both still pretty young. Both sons. One was in 21, and the other was last year. Eric said, "Didn't Elon Musk just let him have it?" Just let him have it on an interview. Yes. So
he, just real quick, he said, they asked him, "What are you going to do without, all these people?" And he said, "They can go fuck themselves." Yeah. Like, specifically about Bob Iger is what he said. And the fact that Bobby came out was like, well, it's just diplomatic about it, which I get it. He's the CEO. Like, that's a whole thing. You have to, but still,
talk a certain way. But
it's okay.
Actions don't speak very loud.
Yeah, it's okay to talk shit about Nazis. You know what I mean? Like people that push like anti-Jewish
Yeah.
hate, like it's okay to be a bit stern about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
And Matt ZR says, I'll never understand the Brie Larson hate, and everything Elon says is generally stupid.
Bingo.
Bingo bango.
You just got 5 points. What are the points for? Nobody knows.
Nobody
But
knows.
you've got 5 now.
You can cash them in at any time.
Yeah, what do you cash them in for?
I don't know.
Fair enough. So next, the story continues, but this one is actually from Variety. So Bob did a couple of different things this week. So over at Variety, they reported that Bob Iger, just over 1 year after returning as Disney's CEO following the company's board firing of previous chief Bob Chapek, said publicly that he was dismayed at the Mouse House performance under Chapek's tenure. He said Disney's current CEO succession planning process is robust right now, and added that he will definitely exit as chief executive when his recently extended contract is up at the end of 2026. So Bob's still back. Iger disputed reports that Disney was looking to sell its linear TV business, although he said the company was constantly evaluating their worth to the company. His remarks at the Deal Book Summit, the same summit, came a day after he addressed Disney's staffers at a town hall meeting and said that the company is trying to migrate the linear TV business onto the new streaming business model. Dana Walden, co-chair of Disney Entertainment, and ESPN chief Jimmy Pitaro have been looking really hard at their businesses to make them more efficient, which we've done, and I believe that it is obviously imperative to the future health of the business. Earlier this year, Iger said at an investor conference that Disney overall had a disconnect between what it was spending on content and how it was monetizing that, and that the company needs to become more judicious about content investments as production costs have skyrocketed. Iger instituted a cost-cutting plan of Disney, which included the elimination of more than 8,000 jobs this year, as the company sought to reduce $5.5 billion in spending. So this wasn't exactly the one I was referencing. I think that's actually the next one, but kind of just touching on the fact that how Bob's ran Disney since he's been back. And he's like, hey, we should do less and make more money, and we should also fire a bunch of people. Like he's just trying to drive down the bottom line.
Great.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know that's what I know that like you're being sarcastic.
Yes.
And like, don't get me wrong, like, I'd rather them focus on quality over quantity, right? Like, and that's even, I believe that's a specific quote he actually said, right? But it's just like they changed the game, and like you can't just put that genie back in the bottle, It's a pun not intended, but like. Thanks.
Sorry,
Thanks,
I'm slow on the draw.
No, you're fine. I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying for that. But like you can't just release all of this Marvel content, all of this Disney content on Disney Plus, mere weeks after it's been in theaters, and then be like, never mind, and like stop doing that and expect people to start going back to the theaters or buying the movies again. Like, I'm not gonna buy another Marvel movie. That's like I stopped buying them. Right, because they're all on Disney Plus. So why would I buy it at this point? And like we hit a good spot to end. Like I stopped buying them after. I got Endgame, and then I got what is it? Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah.
And like I was like, that's a good place. That's a good place to just end it. And I guess Far From Home came out after Endgame, didn't it? Yeah, because it's post blip. Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, it's I don't know. It's just I can't wait to see them find some other bullshit excuse as to why nobody's doing stuff.
Well, also during the wonderful, C word.
Oh yeah.
That they also fired people, like laid off a bunch of creative people.
Yeah, it's true.
So like, hello. If you didn't replace at least maybe half of that.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Yeah. And I mean, like, even looking at the Marvel shows, the fact that they didn't even have showrunners or anything, like, yeah, the quality suffered because you started shooting crap before you even had finished scripts,
Yeah.
Like,
what was it? which one was it?
It
Was
was
it Hawkeye or all of them?
It's basically all of them.
Yeah,
Like some
it's
of them,
bad.
I think some of the earlier ones had more fleshed out seasons, but like we talked about with Multiverse of Madness, they didn't even watch WandaVision.
No,
Like they had no idea what happened
that
in
makes
WandaVision.
me mad still to this day.
And I mean, now it makes sense why Vision is nowhere in that at all, which feels so weird after watching WandaVision to just go to this next Wanda story and just no reference to Vision, like not in any of the alternate universes or anything. Like it's
But yet
wild.
she still has those kids.
Yeah, it's so weird. God, don't get me started. But this next piece is another part I wanted to get to. So via Alex Sherman, who is a CNBC reporter, this was actually shared via Discussing Film. Bob Iger says creators at Disney have lost sight of what their job should be: entertain first and not messages. He adds that stories infused with positive messages for the world can be great, but that it shouldn't be the primary job.
Huh?
So,
Well, he wants everybody to be entertained, but don't learn anything.
don't get woke.
Hooray! Don't learn any morals or anything.
Well, I think this is his tactful way of trying to appease the conservatives that have gotten pissed off because of what's happened in recent years between Bob Chapek and
Santos.
DeSantis.
DeSantis.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
No, it's
thinking
okay.
of the other one.
Yeah, George. Yeah. The better one? Maybe? I mean, he's also terrible, but
terrible but fun one.
I mean, at least we get Bo and Yang for
Yang,
him.
yes,
Yeah.
him, yeah.
But no, like, so I mean, obviously there was a lot of conservative things that happened that people were pissed off that Disney was like, conservatives were pissed off at Disney because Disney was starting to be too woke, right? Which, don't even get me started on that. And so I think this is his like coded way of talking to those people and being like, no, we need to entertain and not try and get all preachy and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, that irritates the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying like I don't want to go to a movie and like be preached at. Right? That's not why I go to movies. But my favorite movies are ones that do have some sort of message. Like, yeah. I mean, if a movie doesn't have anything that it's trying to say, then it's not a good movie. I mean, like, look at Godzilla Minus One, right? Like, it was trying to say something. It's not just about Godzilla.
Yeah.
But you compare that to Godzilla 98, which is not trying to say anything.
Yeah, they're just trying to entertain people.
Yeah. And so, like, I think that's what makes Pixar so good, is like they're always trying to say something. They have some sort of vision or something that they're wanting to come across, whether that's, not even like a positive like morality lesson, but just like, hey, you should feel something, right? And that's the fucking point. Like, that's what this is. We don't just go to the movies to just mindlessly, like, we could just watch commercials. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's no point if you're not trying to get a story, if you're not trying to get something that sparks that emotional pull in you, then why are we even making anything?
Apparently there's a Chevrolet commercial. It's 5 minutes long, and apparently it can really tug at the heartstrings.
Wow.
They have a story there.
What was the one that we saw during the parade, the Thanksgiving parade, where like the parents had all the foreign exchange students and then they all showed up?
It was a Kroger commercial.
Yeah, I was like, God damn. Like,
you was making fun of me. I was like, oh my God, that is so sad.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was making fun of the fact that Kroger went that hard. Like, that's what I was making fun of.
Good on Kroger for going.
Well, Kroger could lower their prices if they want to be like that. Okay, like, here's the thing, all right?
At least they're not as.
If you need to have triple coupon day, then all right, we need to have discussions. Yeah, or Publix. Yeah, don't get me started.
Fancy
but no,
grocery store.
Anyway, I don't think what Bob's getting at here is to say no messages, only entertainment. I think this is just his coded way of appeasing the conservatives that were like, oh, Disney's gone woke, Disney's too preachy. They're trying to, they're trying to be there for gays and women and transgender and like all these conservatives saying this shit, right? And like this is his way of being like, no, you should come watch our movies. Still, we're not any of that. We just want to entertain you. And it's like fucking
no.
It's okay to stand up for what's right, Bob. Like God, and I know the whole point is just the money. I know, but it's just so frustrating when like the largest company in the world can't even just stand up enough to be like, hey, maybe we don't have to be assholes, Like, I don't know. Okay. That's why I'm not a CEO.
In chat, Matt CR says, I haven't seen Hawkeye. I enjoyed Hawkeye.
It's fun.
Pizza Dog's the best.
I'd say it'd probably be better, like binging it than watching it week to week.
Yeah, don't watch it week to week.
But it's definitely worth checking out.
Eric says there's no 20/20 vision in the future. I mean, I don't have 20/20 vision, so
I have the 20/20 experience. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Travis Mitchell says, hope everyone is doing well.
Hey, what up, Travis?
What's up?
Welcome to the Thunderdome. What?
Why?
I mean, I'm trying to sneak in more of these, like, more... What? Like, more of these, like, not dramatic, but, like, I guess serious topics, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's going to be entertainment, don't get me wrong. But, like, I did the one about Scream last week. Yes. And, like, this one's kind of touching on some more serious things. And I'm not saying I'm going to put it in there. I'm just not... I guess I'm not going to shy away from it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Travis Mitchell says the only commercial I recall making me tear up was the follow-up to the Christmas M&M commercial where Yellow delivers presents to the wrong house.
Wow.
Matt CR says, I always wait to watch shows until I can binge the season since I hate the weekly format. Understandable.
Yeah. There are only a few shows that I can do weekly.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I'm not worried about spoilers, then I'll wait until I can watch them all.
Yeah.
But like most of the time, like any of the big Marvel shows we watch weekly, and any of the Star Wars shows we watch weekly. And like we've been watching the MonsterVerse.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Weekly.
What is it? Monarch? Is that what it's called?
Legacy,
Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
Yeah.
Been watching that, which it's been good
I like
week to
it.
week. Yeah, it's been strong.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching Smallville week to week.
Yeah, that's for the podcast. And we like we've got all of Invincible season 2. We haven't watched any of that yet.
Yeah.
And we've got not The Boys, but what is it? Gen V.
Yeah.
We've got all that saved up that we need to watch. So
yeah.
Be watching those soon.
Can't wait to watch Invincible.
I know, right? Which they took a break.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're coming back in January with the second half of the season.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but like, even if we get caught up now, then we'll still have to wait until it's done,
Let's see. Travis Mitchell also says, wait, the Xfinity ET commercial with Henry Thomas got me a bit too.
Oh my God,
dude.
yes.
Yes.
Holy crap, that was nuts.
That's probably in my top 10 of favorite movies, I think. I've been trying to...
E.T. the sequel? The Comcast commercial?
No, the first movie. Goofy, God.
I mean, we were talking about the commercial.
E.T., the original, Steven Spielberg,
It's a good movie.
I loved it.
It's fun. It's really weird when he dries out.
Yeah.
It looks like a dog feces.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I don't know. It's just weird.
We're dying.
Not my favorite Spielberg movie.
Mom.
What was you saying? You've been trying to figure out your top 10 movies?
Yeah, because like you can just like be like, oh, this is blah, 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 and I don't. I just say I really like this movie.
Any thoughts on what, like, you don't have to say what your number one is, but like,
I haven't
what's in the conversation?
What's in the conversation?
Yeah, like,
I'm not sure yet. Like, I have too many floating around.
Well, I'm curious. Like, give us a couple that's floating around, even if it doesn't make the top 10. You have me intrigued.
I have you intrigued.
Yeah.
No, I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, this is a podcast. It's the whole point. You don't keep your mouth shut.
I will say, sorry. I do Indiana Jones, like
Which
movies.
one? All
like,
of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
whole kit caboodle there.
Wow. So you get
I
to just
enjoyed that.
you get to just put an entire series as one.
What, excuse me? Excuse me? You put all the Back to the Futures?
No, I only put the first one.
I thought you put all of them.
No, it's just the first one. Like, I mean, I would put all of them, but like, if like push comes to shove, if it's like only one movie per slot, yeah, it's just the first one. I'd still keep it at number 2.
Okay.
Because Your Name is number 1. Just so everybody knows, Your Name. It's fantastic.
Your name.
Like, for real, if you don't watch anime, because I'm not a huge anime guy, or I wasn't, but my God, even if you don't watch it,
Travis Mitchell.
watch Your Name. Okay, I'm begging you. Okay,
What
just
they
watch Your
have?
Name. I don't know. It's really great. Okay, it's really really good. Let us know in the chat or in the comments if you've watched Your Name. I'd love to know.
Animes, like, no problem, but like
So
movies.
Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
E.T. What else you got?
E.T.'s like further down though.
Yeah. Just give us one more.
One more.
I just want to feel where your heart is.
I'll give you 2 more. How about that?
Okay.
Sleeping Beauty. Disney
okay.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. That's cool.
Because that's always been one I've always been fascinated with.
Yeah.
And also my favorite Disney villain. And I'm sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze.
No, it's okay.
And the last
Fight Club.
No. God, no. I dated a guy that was obsessed with that.
I guarantee you he didn't understand it. I can't remember. I don't mean like, oh, Tyler Durden's the same. No. I mean like the
depth,
point
yes.
of the movie. Like if
Yeah.
he owned a poster of Fight Club, he didn't get it.
I don't think he did. Anyways, screw that guy. And this one, I think this is like a guilty pleasure for me. Empire Records.
Wow.
But
You do love it.
It'd be on down the list though.
Yeah, but I mean, you do love that movie.
It's a guilty pleasure movie for me.
I think.
I love that movie.
Did I put? Let me pull up my top 10. Did I put You've Got Mail in my top 10?
I think you did.
I extended it to 20. Yo.
Let's see. Matt ZR says, I can't wait for the next Smallville review.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's going to be big.
And guess what? We're sitting in our new chairs.
Yeah, we got our chairs. Maggie, how you feeling so far?
Yeah, I feel great. I don't feel like my whole entire bottom half's going to fall off of me.
So that means we're going to keep Smallville going for a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Hope
Good
you heard
job.
that. Smallville's sticking around.
And Travis Mitchell says, I'll admit to reading the sequel novel to E.T. where he flies back to Earth in a turnip.
That sounds terrible.
That sounds like the Universal ride.
No, it's not canon. The Universal ride.
It started off great.
It started off fantastic.
And I was like, F yeah,
And
we're
then-
on these bikes. We're up in the air.
And then it got just fucking terrible. Just
hated it.
awful.
Travis Mitchell also says once you list off what you think your top 10 are, the pressure is off. Then they come to you naturally.
It's true.
He also says, I'm part Asian, so my friend always quotes, where'd you get them clothes off? Chinese. Oh my God. From Back to the Future 3.
Oh, shit.
Dang.
Yeah, I'd say, damn.
Man.
Because we haven't watched Back to the Future 3 in a while.
Yeah. But no, I think I know.
There's probably some stuff that doesn't hold up.
No, but I think I know which part it is. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Oh, bro, I'm sorry your friend
Yeah.
does that to you, man. That's not.
I mean, I'm sure
cool.
I'm sure he's like, I'm sure they're doing it as friends.
Yeah.
You know? So I've got my top 20 here.
Oh, God. we
So
might as well skip a story.
no, this is the only story.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's headlines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No
I
worries.
thought there was like another big old.
No. This is the only one.
Okay.
So my top 10. I'm just gonna start at number 1. I'm not gonna say the number each time. Your Name, Back to the Future, the first one. Jurassic Park, the first one. Jojo Rabbit, Barbie,
Ah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Chef, The Blair Witch Project, Almost Famous, Cloverfield is number 10. Number 11, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I can't believe Cloverfield's number 10.
Well, I mean, these have been shifted around so many times, Maggie. Like, honestly, depending on the day, these could be in a completely different order. The only ones that are like a constant are the top 4. Okay, those are the only ones that do not change. But everything 5 and under, it depends on the day. Yeah. But as of right now, this is where my list is at. Number 11, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Avengers Endgame, The Matrix, Prometheus, Forrest Gump,
Prometheus and Bob,
Inception, 500 Days of Summer, Catch Me If You Can, You've Got Mail at number 19, and my number 20 movie. And honestly, this is my guilty pleasure movie, but at least I had the courage to put it at number 20. Okay, at least I had the decency to shove it down way at the end here. Digimon the movie.
Well, that's your baby, Matt.
Yeah, it's terrible, but I love it so much. Okay.
Hi, Angie. Good night, Angie. Thank you for sharing and liking. Love you.
Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Eric says, was the Atari ET video game the only good thing after the movie? LOL.
Eric's being funny, right?
Because
that game's not.
He put a LOL after it.
Okay. Yeah, good one. Good one, Eric.
Travis Mitchell says, I think it's hilarious. I also found Long Duck Dong and 16 Candles amusing. Oh my God, man. Hey,
that's
sexy
awful.
Girlfriend.
Let's not.
You've actually got 2 of mine. Ha ha ha. Travis Mitchell says about your list.
Ooh, I'm curious. Let me know. Travis. I want to know what 2 I got. I want to know.
Ready?
I think so. My throat's still just...
Oh, mine's jacked up from the past 2 nights.
Yeah. Gosh, I hate this stupid weather. Ugh. Awful.
Hey, baby. Jacking up my stomach and organs.
All right, let's get into headlines. All right, here we go. God, I feel like I'm gonna choke.
Eric
like
says,
every time I start to talk.
Eric's asking if Back to the Future makes you cry.
Does Back to the Future make me cry?
Because you said that a good movie to you can.
Touche, my lord. No, not really. But here's the thing: I've seen Back to the Future and Jurassic Park at least 100 times, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I would turn it on and just watch it like every day when I was like 5, right? Like over and over and over. And so, like, I don't know if it couldn't make me cry, but like, I think it's just so. It's like when you watch The Office after you've watched it 1,000 times. Like, you're not even laughing at the jokes, but like, you know it's funny.
Yeah.
You know, but like, you're not laughing at anything.
Yeah. That's how my brother is about the dinner party episode. He thinks that's the best episode ever. We have to, anytime he's in, I have to watch it with him.
Now we'll say your name every time.
Every time. Yes.
Cry every time.
It'll make you cry, yes.
So freaking good. God, and it's so smart. And like, just the elements in it. Like, I don't go in if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't look anything up. It's so much better just experiencing it.
Just going blind.
And like, oh man, yeah. Like, I can't even. Here's how good your name is. I can't even listen to the score without crying. All right, that's how good this shit is. It's so good. Highly recommended.
Travis Mitchell says Forrest Gump and Prometheus was the 2 you said.
Wait, Prometheus? Really?
Yeah, he says my second favorite alien film after Aliens.
Dude, Prometheus. Thank you. Finally, Prometheus. Yeah, dude, I love Prometheus. Okay, and yes, Aliens is great too, and Alien, obviously. Prometheus, I love Prometheus. Like, I honestly, not even that it needed to be like tied to Alien. Like, it's fine if I'm glad it is, But even if it hadn't been, I love what they did with it.
Yeah.
I love just the idea of talking about like creation and just going into those areas, right? Like it's written by David Lindelof and like who co-created Lost.
Yeah.
And I mean it's just the things that they talk about and that it that they kind of try and work through in it under the guise of being sci-fi. It's just so great.
Watching that movie in theaters, and I was just like, what is going on? Because we wasn't dating at that point. Yeah. This is like probably a few years beforehand. I was just like, what is this movie? And then it gets to the end, I'm like, oh, okay. I think I understand what's going on now. Okay.
And then you watched it with me.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's good. It's
you
not
liked
my
it
favorite.
more.
Yeah, I liked it more, but it's not my favorite.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's your favorite.
It's not my favorite thing.
Cut me real deep, just in my.
Sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. The Bluey episode popped into my head. And Travis also said the moment where Doc shows Marty that he taped up the note at the end is an emotional moment.
That's true.
And as for The Office, I still laugh to tears during the planking sequence with Dwight dropping books on their heads. And also was literally just learning the Prometheus theme on piano, even if the composer stole the theme from Howard the Duck.
Oh my God, I'm going to have to... I've never watched Howard the Duck. It's always, like, I own it on DVD. And I've never wanted to watch it, right? But, like, if it is... Like, if the theme is very similar, I'm going to have to watch that. Oh, like, it looks terrible.
I'm so scared.
Honestly, Howard the Duck just looks awful. Now, I will say, though, at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, when Howard the Duck is sitting there, I was literally the only one in the theater that knew who the fuck that was, okay? And, like, all of my friends, it was when I was working with the youth group at church that we went to, and we took a bunch of them to go. And they were all like, who was that? And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they did. And like everybody was like pissed because they didn't know who it was, and it didn't set up anything. And I was like, no, this is amazing. You don't understand how amazing it is.
It's Seth Green.
Yes. Oh my God, so good. I love Howard the Duck now.
Let's see. And Travis also said, "You'd love my pitch for the Covenant sequel, then, sir." Eric said Howard the Duck cringe. And Travis Mitchell said, look up You're the Duckiest from the Howard score and you hear it instantly. I also love that movie too, though.
I'm looking it up. I'm pulling it up right now.
That's great.
You're the Duckiest?
Yes. You're the Duckiest.
You're the Duckiest.
No offense to anyone, I'll rather watch the live action He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Oh man, that's another one that I grew up watching a lot. Yeah. Unfortunately,
my second oldest brother was a big He-Man and the Masters of the Universe fan growing up. He had the toys and stuff, and I think Mom sold them or something. And I know over the past maybe 5 to 10 years, he's been buying them off of eBay, all the old ones and stuff.
Wow.
This is called You're the Duckiest.
I can't play it. I can't play it because we'll get claimed. So I'm gonna tell you, wow, this is amazing. Honestly, I can't wait to. I'm gonna. Oh. Sorry, it just hit me. Do we need to include Howard the Duck in our Marvel Studios? Not Marvel Studios, our non-Marvel Studios rewatch. The original Howard the Duck. Let us know. Because we were going to start with Blade. And we're just going to go in release order. So, Blade, X-Men, all that stuff. Should we include Howard the Duck? What are the odds Deadpool 3 references the original Howard the Duck? What are the odds?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna reference Elektra, like, I don't know.
Oh God! All right, let's get
in the headlines.
Let's get this show on the road,
guys. All right, everybody.
Yes,
so
Blade.
We got some new releases. The Game Awards will be live this Thursday.
Oh, great. That means he's going to be emailing me again.
Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
And then also Indiana Jones is out now on Disney Plus, the new Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
We do have our review posted right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. So if you're planning on checking out Indiana Jones for the first time, check out our review. It's what we call a plug.
Huh.
A plug in the biz. We got some new trailers. So this was actually updated, but I didn't update the prompter here. So GTA 6 trailer was going to drop tomorrow. It has actually already dropped.
Yeah.
It apparently leaked, I guess.
I guess it did, and they just went ahead.
Because it was supposed to drop at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And it, like, kind of funny was reacting to it at, like, I don't even know, 6 or 7. So, I don't know. I watched it. It looks great. It looks great. I loved playing Grand Theft Auto on Xbox is actually where I played it, but you know, the PS2 ones, 3, Vice City and San Andreas. I love Vice City. So seeing that this one is back in Vice City, it's really cool.
Played
I'm not going to play it though.
0 of them, so
They were really fun. I literally do not have the time for a game like that. Like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom is like the one exception I'll give myself. I can't get into a game that's going to take me hours to beat. Like, it's taken me like 4 weeks to beat Mario Wonder, and I'm still not done. And that's like a 5-hour game, you know? So, like, I just don't have the time, man.
I think, I don't know, not really my closest thing to say that this is the closest I've been to Grand Theft Auto is the first PlayStation driver.
Wow.
That's the only comparison I have, which I know that there's a whole lot more to GTA than just driving around and getting away from the cops.
Yeah. But I mean, that's close. I can see that.
And also, Driver was set in San Francisco.
Okay.
I loved just driving around, and also wherever you start hitting those steep hills.
Yeah.
And you could just jump them.
God, what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Just, I used to love just turning on the radio on Grand Theft Auto 3. And, like, they would have, I mean, all the radio stations in the games are fantastic, but there was one that would play, like, operatic music. And, like, I would just drive and, like, listen to that. And, like, if you did certain jumps at certain places, it would, like, cut into slow-mo.
Yeah.
And, like,
so you'd have that opera music play. That's awesome.
Yes, yeah. It was good times. I actually, on one of my old shows that I would make for my old production company, Magic Productions, Matt and Defunct Strike Back, the television series.
Oh my word.
We had a section called the GTA Moment of the Day, and it would just be a clip of me playing Grand Theft Auto and doing something stupid. It was terrible.
To get you caught up on the Howard the Duck
Oh,
conversation, Travis says, I actually think Howard the Duck is a legit underrated Marvel movie and way ahead of its time. There's a few hiccups, but surprisingly endearing and creative. And Eric said, why not we need an above or below Howard the Duck for the list? So, like, should we not? Yeah.
I like it.
And Matt CR says, never know with Deadpool since he's a fourth wall foul mouth one.
Foul mouth. Foul mouth. Get it?
Yes,
Do you get it? Like a duck is a bird.
Yes, Matt.
Foul.
It's a foul. Yeah.
Are ducks birds?
Haven't played a game since Skate 3, Travis.
Skate 3!
Travis says, but I did watch the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer out of respect of my childhood.
Yes, same. It looks good. I mean, like, the quality of it looks incredible.
I can't imagine.
But yeah, just not enough time. Adults gotta be adulting, you know?
Yep.
Another trailer that dropped was Godzilla X Kong.
Hey.
Are we gonna do the X for this? Are we still in the X from Fast 10?
I'm making my X like this.
Okay. So that's a no.
I can't move in this shirt.
Oh, I'm sorry. So Godzilla X Kong.
We have a short.
The New Empire.
Oh, Matt has a short.
Yes, I did make a short talking a little bit about it. Man. It exists.
Yeah, it exists.
Like,
it's there.
I'm so bummed, you guys. Like, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like overly bad. Okay, there's nothing in it that like offends me. It's more just I loved Godzilla 2014. I loved how they took it serious, you know.
Yeah.
And then like King of the Monsters is one of my favorite Godzilla movies. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have said my favorite until recently. So just throwing that out there. But I loved it. I loved the visuals. I loved Mothra. I love like seeing all of that. I thought it was just beautifully shot, and I thought the story was good. I love that they made Godzilla the actual like character of the movie and not, you know, playing second fiddle to random fucking people and, you know, walking around, right? And like Kong was good, but then they did Godzilla versus Kong. And like I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. It felt like they stopped trying and just was like, let's just make it like if Roland Emmerich made it, you know? Like, let's just go Moonfall with it. It's like that's
Moon
a
will
choice.
save us.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it's dumb fun entertainment. And like that's fine. That's, you know, but like they had elevated the material so well, you know? And to see them go back to just not giving a shit, like I don't know, it just bummed me out.
Well, after watching the trailer last night, I was like, America has no clue what to do with Godzilla.
Yeah, especially because we had just watched Minus One over the week, like on Saturday,
I have no
and
clue.
so like going from that to this trailer, and like Kong has a giant fucking robot glove, you know.
Yeah,
and
where it shows the first that trailer is that robot hand comes. I was like, oh, it's Transformers.
it looked exactly like Rise of the Fallen, which is not
good.
That's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
Of all the Transformers movies that you don't want to be like, Rise of the Fallen is probably the second one. The number one you don't want to be like is, of course, The Last Night, which is, oh Jesus, don't get me started on that one.
Probably gonna get a bunch of people riled up and chat about it.
About the last, no, I think we all agree The Last Night is terrible. Eric. I'm worried about Eric. Eric's the only one, but surely.
I just meant like you all get them chatting it up about Transformers.
Oh well, yeah. Hey, that's good. You know, it helps our retention rate. But no, like it's this movie. It doesn't. Godzilla X Kong doesn't look bad. I don't like. I'm not a big fan of the Hollow Earth stuff. I said this in the short, but you know, I feel like you lose the scale.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you put Kong and Godzilla in like a completely fabricated world, and like everything matches their size, like they don't look big anymore. They just look like a monkey, you know, or an ape or gorilla or whatever. And like, you know, so you see Kong like running from these wolves, and it's like this could be Congo, you know, like because if it's all big, then nothing's big, you know.
And also, they decided to have a gender reveal for Godzilla. That's my joke from that. It's not really that.
I did not get to work that in. I do apologize,
man.
but no, that was.
I get to work it in now.
Yeah,
Godzilla turns pink, so I mean, I'm not against that.
No,
that's my favorite color.
I do like the pink Godzilla. I think it looks cool, especially going from like the blue that they had over the previous two. Like having him go pink, I think is
Revenge,
a cool way to do it.
Revenge of the Fallen, Matt. That's what Eric says.
Oh, I said Rise of the Fallen. It's Revenge of the Fallen.
And the last night, I almost walked out of it. And you know me, I'm a huge Transformers fan. I don't remember that movie at all,
dude.
There's one I went to, and I don't even know what it was called,
dude. You were in Italy maybe when The Last Night came out.
Probably.
I feel like we were together.
Yeah, we were together whenever I went to Europe. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when that one came out.
Yeah.
I feel like it was.
I told you, yeah, you can go watch it.
Man, I was like, because I even told you after watching, I was like, Maggie, I can't tell you what it was about because honestly, it's so fucking convoluted. It's impossible to try and explain this movie.
But there was one I had watched years ago. I think I was still in college. I don't know what it was called. All I know is.
Do you remember what year? Because I can tell you if you tell me around the year.
Maybe 2008, 2009, somewhere in there.
That'd have to be Revenge of the Fallen.
Okay.
Because the first one came out in 2007,
yeah,
I believe. and it wasn't the first one.
No.
So it had to be Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't remember anything about
Yeah, which I mean, it's not good either. It's
No.
super let down by the
Yeah.
sequel because the first one's great.
All right.
Anyway, so as far as the Godzilla stuff, I don't know. Like when we watched Godzilla versus Kong last year, and or whenever it came out, maybe 21. It might not have been 22.
I can't remember.
Whenever it came out, and I don't really remember. I feel like they both just kind of leave at the end. So like I don't understand why Godzilla's down like buried in like weird ice or whatever.
He's hibernating.
Oh, I was gonna make a Dragon Ball Z joke. That's what I was gonna do when we was talking about the pink Godzilla.
Oh,
But like
yeah.
when he just keeps powering up, like
Yeah.
so he changes colors to show his new form. So this is like
Yeah, what
Super
form
Saiyan pink.
Yeah.
Which it's okay. Sorry, Dragon Ball Z nerds. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. So it's Super Saiyan blue,
Yeah.
but the Goku black, the evil version of Goku, when he goes Super Saiyan blue, it's Super Saiyan pink because he's from a different universe. So sorry, everybody. Didn't want to get the old bee's nest riled up over Goku turning Super Saiyan pink.
Yes, Eric, we did say pink Godzilla. So he says a Barbie Godzilla, a Barbazilla. I like it, buddy. Good job.
I mean, that would actually make me more excited for this movie.
I hope I have little girls buying pink Godzillas. That's all I'm gonna say.
It looks really cool. Like honestly,
Yeah.
the design of Godzilla has always been one of my favorites
Yeah.
of the legendary stuff. And like I loved the way the neon lights of I think they fought in Seoul in Godzilla versus Kong.
I think you're right.
And I loved how those lights reflected and like played against
Yeah, because
these organic monsters. You know?
remember the Funko Pops that they made?
Yeah, and I
'Cause they were
really
so
wanted them. Yeah.
unreal.
But Mecha Godzilla was just fucking trash. How do you fuck that up? It's a robot dragon.
It's a sword.
How do you fuck that up? It's right there. It's right there. Like, God. So fucking terrible.
Add it to Matt Triggers.
Dude,
Add it to Matt
Mecha
Triggers, Eric.
Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Kong is one of my triggers. It
He
makes
is-
me so mad.
We left the theater, got in the car. He's like, I can't believe they did that.
We
to
didn't
Mechagodzilla."
watch it in the theater.
Oh yeah, it was
It
at
was,
home.
it was home.
My bad.
We sat on the couch and I said, I can't believe they did that to Mecha
Yes.
Godzilla.
bad.
It looked terrible. Like,
Matt ZR says, "Oh yeah, have you seen the preview of the animated Justice League Crosses on Infinite Earths?"
I have.
We have.
Like, I love the DC animated movies. For a long time, I loved them. And then all of them started looking like Archer. And now I don't like them anymore. Okay? And it's not that I'm against that animation style. I think it can work for a lot of stuff. But like, it doesn't have to be every single freaking DC animated movie. Like, they used to change up the art style for each one, you know?
Yeah, I know the one set back in
New Frontier.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that one
Like
had
that
an Art
one was
Deco
cool.
style. Yeah. Or even like the Dark Knight Returns. Like that one looks a lot like the Frank Miller
Miller
comics.
stuff, yeah.
Right? And like even when they started doing the New 52 stuff, they tried to look like the New 52, like Flashpoint and Justice League War and all that stuff. But like now, like it looks cheap. It looks like it's Flash animation. And like we're talking about goddamn Warner Brothers, like a studio known for their animation abilities, and like you can't spend a couple of $100 on getting like decent animation for this shit.
Yeah.
Like I want to watch Crisis on Infinite Earths, but like I don't want to watch it like that, you know? God, I mean, at least it looks more true to like the actual comic than like the Arrowverse that we got. But not that Arrowverse should have been more like the comics because that would have made no sense. But yeah, I hate the freaking style, man. God, I hate it.
All right. Another trailer that came out.
Fallout series at Amazon. See, these are all the trailers that we were supposed to watch. and
Series at Amazon.
we didn't watch all of
I
them.
saw a picture of I think some actress in that show. Also Furiosa.
A Mad Max saga. Another short out for this, which I don't think I even talk about it, but I've not seen Mad Max.
Haven't either.
We own it in 4K. We're gonna watch it.
I think I had watched like pieces of Mad Max at the Thunderdome.
Yeah, I bet you did. Knowing Shane, I'm
And my
positive
dad.
you did. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, God.
But obviously, when I'm talking about Fury Road, is gonna be the one. That's the most recent one. So like we're gonna watch that at some point.
Yeah.
We haven't watched the trailer for this yet though. But the little like pictures and stuff I've seen from it looks really good. So there you go. We also got Halo Season 2 trailer at Paramount Plus. We didn't watch Season 1. Heard it was terrible.
My dad, for some weird reason, watched it.
That's weird. That's weird. That's really weird.
No clue. It's based off a video game. I told Mom, I said, does he know that's based off of a video game? She said, I don't think so. I said, oh, okay. I said, I'll leave him alone.
Yeah, that could have been great. But yeah, the fact that it comes out in February, and I think this is the first time we're even knowing that they're making a Season 2. So anyway, The Boys Season 4. We haven't watched the trailer for this yet because we haven't watched Gen V. And I know that somebody from The Boys, I'm not going to say it out loud just in case people don't want to get spoiled on, but I do know someone from The Boys shows up at the end of Gen V. So I don't know if the trailer is going to spoil anything that I don't want spoiled for Gen V, so I'm just going to hold off until we finish that. And then there was a Suicide Squad anime that they're making. And it's like the Peacemakers in it and Harley Quinn and stuff. Again, we didn't watch it. We were going to, and just didn't get a chance to do that before we went live. So unfortunate. Anything you wanted to say?
In chat, let's see. Okay. Eric asked, do you think that knowing that Godzilla can't lose on screen due to a contract thing, I don't know if he can lose in Asia. In
For
America, real? They said nope. So Kong is going to be the underdog.
I mean, here's my
That's
thing.
Weird.
I'm not trying to pick fights. Godzilla would kick the shit out of King Kong. I'm sorry,
he's got nuclear breath.
Thank you. And he's fucking gigantic. And sure, Kong is big too, okay? But he's just a big gorilla.
He's a mammal.
He's just a big old monkey. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Monkey man.
And yeah, he's got a hammer now, and that's great.
Yeah.
He can go all Donkey Kong on it, but Godzilla fucking killed was it Ghidorah? That's the 3-headed one, right? Mm-hmm. Come the fuck on. You tell me Kong could take down Ghidorah? No. Get the fuck out of here.
Matt.
No. Godzilla, easily.
Travis Mitchell says the animation style of those DC movies really hurts my eyes, so it's hard for me to watch. Matt ZR says, I don't even watch most of the animated DC stuff because they just don't even seem that interesting.
Yeah.
Travis,
they used to be really good. All-Star Superman, it's really good.
Yeah. Travis Mitchell said, I did really like the Dark Knight Returns one.
Yeah.
Peter Weller saying tonight, we are the law, I am the law is badass.
Yeah. And the guy that played Benjamin Linus is the Joker.
Cool.
And it's 2 parts, so it just goes straight through. It's really good. We need to watch that. You'd like that.
Eric said, Matt Trigger, Mecha Godzilla, God and Maggie. Soon I'll be able to alphabetize them. Thanks, Eric. Travis also says, know little about Fallout, but I love Walton Goggins, and I hope he, for once, is playing a southern dude in a cowboy hat who isn't a scumbag. Matt CR says, I won't watch Halo. Never been a big fan of it. Same here, buddy.
That's fair.
Eric says, back to DC. Shortly, did you guys see Gotham? Show was good. Penguin was good. Gordon was good. Jerome Velasquez. Fish Money. Nope. Nope. There was a season they sucked in, but it came back around.
So I started Gotham.
I did too.
I think I made it maybe halfway through the first season and just couldn't do it.
That's the same thing that happened to me. I was like, there's There's too much.
Well, like at the end, I have seen the ending
Yeah.
when Baby Boy Bruce becomes
Baby Bruce.
Batman.
Yeah.
And like I think somebody's like running. I think it's like the Penguin, and somebody else is like running with like big money bags, like fucking like it's goddamn Adam West Batman or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I made the right choice to only watch this scene. Like, I don't know. I was really confused by the fact that his wife's name was Barbara, and like that was also his daughter.
Yeah.
And then I heard like Poison Ivy got aged up like 20 years or something like over the course of summer break. I don't know. I don't know. I heard some weird things. Is it worth watching? Do we need to go back and watch it? Let us know. Let us know in the chat. Let us know. Of what? Of Gotham?
Of Gotham season
Well,
1.
I know Pee Wee Herman came back and played the Penguin's dad.
Yeah.
Just like he did in
Batman
Batman Returns, yeah. The guy that played the Penguin was good. Like I liked him. And what's her name? Jaden Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. I wasn't sure if it was her or not.
Yeah.
But I remember that was one of the reasons why I was kind of interested in it, just to see how she played.
Poorly. No, I'm joking.
She played that character. God, Matt. I know we're not fans of her right now. But
no, I mean, I'm not against her. It's more just she was. She thought it was her show.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that it wasn't, but like the
yeah.
way she acted and stuff, the way she presented herself was as if she was the lead, and like she wasn't.
She wasn't.
And it was
they're
just
building it up.
It's super cheesy. I don't know. It reminded me a lot of Catwoman. I'll be honest. Like, I didn't care for it.
Watch Catwoman, then, buddy.
I know, but it reminded me of what I assumed Catwoman was like, and then was rectified when I watched Catwoman, and it was exactly what I thought it would be, which was great. Right. New dates. We got Barbie hitting Max on December 15th. So if you've not checked that out, you can check out Barbie if you have Max. It's also available digital and all that stuff. A few more headlines here via James Gunn. The Superman Legacy script is 99.9% done.
Right.
Hits theaters on July 11th, 2025.
Man, just a day away from Viv's birthday.
Ah. Well, happy birthday, Viv. You get to let Daddy go watch Superman. Well, no, she'll be 5. She might want to go at that point. I mean, I'm going to watch it either way, so, you know.
Man, they're crapping on Gotham, man. Travis says, based on the first episode I saw, which was the last episode I saw, I sadly recognized everyone you just mentioned. Eric said, nope, I agree, Matt. That's the only character I didn't like. Travis Mitchell also says, I remember Jada Pinkett getting her feet licked or something in the first episode. That's where it lost me a bit.
Oh, Lord.
I do not remember that.
So,
wow.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that they have a year to film, edit, and do the effects for Superman Legacy.
Magic.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Can it be done? Sure. It can be done.
It can be done.
It doesn't give me
hope.
I mean, I don't.
Superman
I'm not worried.
Give him hope.
I'm not worried. Okay, like James Gunn. I trust James Gunn. If it's not ready, I think he'll delay it and won't give a shit.
Yeah,
like,
he's already proclaimed that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not worried about it. It's just it does give me a little anxiety. Just feel like they have 18 months to film it, edit it, and do all the effects, and like. Especially with the conversations around crunch lately and the Marvel visual effects people like unionizing and stuff. Like, I just hope they don't fuck it up in post. Not the visual effects people, but the Zaslavs, fucking over the people that's working their goddamn asses off trying to get a good movie made. I just really hope that doesn't happen. Yeah. I'd say James Gunn will probably make sure that doesn't happen, but still, just something that you read that and it's like 18 months away and it's like, next headline via Vanity Fair via Discussing Film. So this is Discussing Film quoting Vanity Fair.
Yeah.
So, Kevin Feige says they will not resurrect Iron Man. There's a few rumors floating around over the past couple weeks
that would happen.
Yeah, I think even in our Marvel spiel that we did that one day, talking about resurrecting the old Avengers was like one of the plans to get money or whatever. But you'll have to read this.
Okay. Kevin Feige says that they will not resurrect Iron Man. We are quote, "We are going to keep that moment and not touch that moment again. We all worked very hard for many years to get to that. We would never want to magically undo it in any way." Good. I completely agree with that. Don't undo something that like crushed people.
Yeah. Especially not for some cheap cash in on it.
No.
You know.
So good on you, man.
I think we'll definitely get an Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., but I don't think they're going to negate his death. I think it'll just be either him from another dimension or time travel of some kind.
Yeah.
But like I don't think it's going to rewrite Endgame. I just think in Secret Wars he'll be there. I imagine in my mind everyone will be in Secret Wars. And I mean like all of everyone, right?
In my mind,
yeah,
we see Iron Man come back, but you him hit the button on his helmet.
I swear to God, if you say what I think you're going to say.
Tom Cruise.
God damn it. I mean, yeah, that'd be great, but it'd also be random as shit. And I feel like the amount of people it would just immediately take out of the movie, like I just don't know if it'd be worth it.
I'd stand up and clap.
God. Who's your Captain America if Tom Cruise is who's your Captain America?
Nicolas Cage. I'm just joking. I was just doing that so I can make you rub your face. Jeez.
Okay. Let's see here. Via Showbiz 411, via Discussing Film, Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling will star as the parents of Danny and Debbie Ocean in the Ocean's 11 prequel set during the 1962 Monaco Grand Prix. The film follows the couple as they teach their children how to steal from the rich.
I love it.
Maggie, what do you think about that?
I love it so much. And can we please have George Clooney narrating it? Like, somehow. Which, I don't know. And
no, you're on the right track.
And Ocean's
8.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah. And there's
and
a whole
depresses me.
There's a whole discourse about this that was going online today that he's not dead. Like he's like they left it to where he was. They obviously had planned for him to be like a cameo at the end of this movie, at the end of Ocean's 8, and he just didn't. But instead of rectifying it, somehow they just left it at him being dead, even though they earlier said he's, but it's Danny, you don't know. It's like he's not fucking dead, but I don't know.
I always like the fact that Sandra Bullock's his sister, though.
Yeah.
I do love that.
Yeah. And I think this sounds cool.
I do too.
Margot Robbie being Danny's mom is pretty great.
And Ryan Gosling being the dad.
Yeah.
And
I mean, just getting to see them reteam anyway, post Barbie is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Eric said, GD Maggie, Nicolas Cage almost had him. I haven't made that moment happen yet, guys. So
well, via Screen Daily, via Discussing Film, Will Smith confirms he will star in I Am Legend 2 with Michael B. Jordan.
What?
Quote, I have a call with Michael B. Jordan tomorrow. The script just came in. We're going with the DVD version where my character lived.
DVD version?
So, yeah, the official ending of I Am Legend, he dies. Spoiler alert for I Am Legend. But in the original alternate ending, he lived. And we watched it not long ago, but like turns out the zombie vampire things like have thoughts and feelings and shit. And like he is like the monster to them because like he hunts them, and so to them he's the monster. And that's why he's the legend, like he is I Am Legend, like, and none of that comes across in the finished movie because they completely like did not do that, right? So now the sequel will use the ending the alternate ending from the DVD, which is just like, don't get me wrong, that's fine. That's fine if they want to retcon that ending, but they need to release that like as
they do.
as an actual version of the movie before the second one comes out. Which, I mean, it's been long enough. Like,
surely
they'll be able to get away with it. Honestly, they could probably just show the ending at the beginning of it.
I say that'll probably happen, but then everybody will be like, "What did he age like 20 years?"
Well, I mean, I'd say what I would assume is like they'll show that ending and then it'll say like 20 years later or something.
Yeah.
Like kind of like how they fix the Donner cut, where they begin the Donner cut of Superman 2 with the ending of how Donner cut of the Superman the movie would have ended. Did I lose you?
Party of Donner.
So the Donner cut is
Donner
Superman
party.
2.
Yeah.
But in order for it to have worked the way he wanted it to, the ending of Superman 1 would have had to been changed. So the Donner cut begins with his original ending of Superman 1 before Superman 2 starts.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the first 5 minutes are the last 5 minutes of Superman 1. It's great. It's great.
Matt CR earlier also agreed with you about Commissioner Gordon and his wife.
Yeah.
That actually within DC's since in some stories he has a daughter named Barbara while his wife is also named Barbara.
I don't understand. Like, I mean, that's fine. I mean, if Lorelai Gilmore can fucking do that, then, you know, I mean, anybody can.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just, it's unnecessary. Like,
yeah.
I mean, does that happen? Like, I don't know.
There's one lady that helps out where I work at, and her daughter goes to the same school where I teach at, and I am pretty certain they both have the same name.
I mean, whatever. If that happens, it's fine. It's just, I've not experienced that in the real world, you know?
Like I'm not certain.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I mean, I guess,
do they pronounce it differently? I don't know.
I guess, like, there's no reason that they can't. I mean,
No.
if men can have juniors, then, I mean, yeah, fucking women should be able to name their kids whatever they want. Just threw me off because I was just confused because I didn't know what was going on, and I thought Barbara Gordon was his daughter, but like that they were retconning it to where it was his wife instead of his daughter, and that she was going to become Batgirl. And like, I was just very confused about what Gotham was doing. I didn't realize that they were going to do that. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, it's okay. And they said something about the Jerome character was really good, and it was popular, so popular that they wrote him in more and more and hefted up. That's what Eric said. And Matt CR said, yeah, agreed. They better not resurrect the MCU version of Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
Yeah.
Travis says, my awful pitch is the OG characters are taken to Battle World, leaving the young Avengers without direction. Out of desperation, Doctor Strange pulls in a Thanos variant to train/lead them.
What? That'd be wild.
Yeah, it would.
I think here's what I think. I think Secret Invasion is how can I put this? It has to not be convoluted. Okay? So like where like the MCU version of Civil War is nothing like Civil War, right? And the MCU version of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline is nothing like the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. Like the way those things happen and stuff, right? So I think Secret Wars is going to have themes similar to Secret Wars, probably more like the more recent Secret Wars, not the 1980 crossover one. But I don't think it'll be the same where it's like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a minute since I read it, but I feel like there was like Ultimate Doom version, like God Doom or something, and he's like smashing worlds together and like, you know, plucking things off to go to Battle World and like basically fight for the survival of their universe, right? Until one universe was the champion or whatever to be the final one.
Secret Invasion is all about family. That's what Eric said.
And so
is this Fast and the Furious, man?
Hey, the movies. So I think what they'll do is it will be something similar where there's going to be like a big bad. Will it be Kang? I doubt it. At this
No.
point, it seems like they're really probably going to be pulling away from that. But I think there'll be a big bad, and I think it'll be more of these. Well, they call them not convergence, but where like the two planets collide in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. But like where it like destroys both of the dimensions or like the dimensional versions of the planet.
I can't remember the term.
But like I think it'll be that, and so it won't necessarily be called like Battle World, right? But it'll be the MCU version of that.
Yeah.
And like I think ultimately I think there will be different teams based on like the universes, and they'll think that like they're the evil doppelgangers of themselves or whatever. Until they, Batman v Superman, and everybody just teams up and fights together at the end. But like, I mean, here's the thing: you can't go too crazy because it can't be so complicated that normal people can't follow it, right? Like we could all follow it, and it'd be great. But like, I think that's what Endgame did so well. But remember, it took 3 hours to be able to tell that story, and it's very simple when you really break it down. Like they split 3 groups of characters to go to 3 different timelines.
Yeah.
And each one of the timelines is just one of the previous movies. So like,
Sorry.
it's okay. So like, people already know what the Avengers was, like the movie The Avengers. People already know what Guardians of the Galaxy was. So like, we're not even taking you to a new time. This is just returning you to a movie you've already seen, right? And then we all come back together and we just fight Thanos, who is basically the same Thanos, even though we all know he's different. And so like, I feel like getting people to understand the multiverse is already complicated enough, but like once you start tossing in like just crazy things, I don't know. I feel like they'll probably be a little more conservative with how they go about really telling the Secret Invasion or Secret Wars story. So that's all I got.
Eric says enter Dominic Toretto.
Family.
Movies.
The movies. Via comicbook.com/discussing film, Bruce Campbell, Maggie.
Huh?
Bruce Campbell says his appearance of the Raimi trilogy and Multiverse of Madness are the same character.
We don't know who he really is. I just got off the phone with the guys at Marvel, and we're getting close to finding out.
He's lying. He's being funny.
I love him so much.
I mean,
he's so cool.
They're not.
I know.
Right? Like,
no,
I mean, they're not.
They can't be.
Because, I mean, the whole thing of the Raimi trilogy was that he was Mysterio.
That was the build-up.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be Mysterio. Because I remember...
And I don't think Pizza Papa is Mysterio, you know?
No, and, like, I remember watching the storyboard scenes on the DVD.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, he was going to be Mysterio?
It would have been great. God,
he was going to get Mysterio? This is crazy.
What a great way to kick off that movie would have been. Well, Spider-Man 4 that it was going to be.
I think so.
Via the direct/discussing film, Iman Vellani says Ms. Marvel is central to the story of the Marvel Zombie series. They described it to me as she's basically the Frodo of the story. And I was like, that's amazing. Does that make you more interested in the Marvel Zombies series?
A little bit,
It's TVMA. It's a mature series.
Oh, so it's not for me.
Good job. Via The Guardian, Canon Event is one of the 2023 words of the year. Canon Event, a trend that started after the release of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, referring to a pivotal moment that changes the course of one's life and therefore cannot be interrupted. So, Spider-Man doing it. That's it. That's all I thought I was going to have more. I didn't. Thanks.
I keep on forgetting which button it is.
Hey, it's okay. Oh, you got some chat for us?
Eric says, are you talking about a transwarp explosion?
What are we talking about?
Where we talk about the 2 planets. We're going back to Beast Wars. I'm so glad we can rewatch those episodes.
Nice. That's
and
great.
Travis says Vulture and Morbius team up with the Tangas from Power Rangers movie, forming the supervillain team Winger. Deadpool and Wolverine teaming up with Kip Winger to sue them.
The fact that Tango Warriors was just brought up in chat makes me beyond happy, everyone. Like, for real, I love our chat so much. Like, it makes me beyond giddy to get to have things like that put in there. It's so great. Like, we can make Beast Wars references, we can make Power Rangers references. Like, this is my tribe, you know?
Matt ZR says, Travis, technically that's Tangus if it's from the movies.
One day we're going to talk about... Oh, wait, did we land that that's what we're actually going to do?
I don't know.
For December?
I don't know.
So, for the commentary track for
Okay.
December, I think we finally picked out the movie that we're going to do. And we're going to do Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. So we're going to watch it and talk over it. And I'm very excited to do this. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I made Maggie watch like random clips from Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, like maybe a year ago, because she'd never seen it, and God, it's because I fucking hate Largo, I think is his name.
Yeah.
And then the fucking chimps walk with it. But man, when evil Kimberly and Jason are there, it's great. It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
It's good stuff. But don't call him Dark Spectre. That's don't worry about it. It's not even worth explaining.
Okay.
So now let's get into the main topic. There we go. I was like, that's not the right one. Godzilla Minus One came out this week, and Maggie and I went and watched it. This is the first Japanese Godzilla movie that I've seen in theaters, I believe. Like, I've watched all the legendary Godzilla ones except for Godzilla vs. Kong in theaters, but I want to say this is the first like Japanese Toho Godzilla movie, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, because we didn't get to watch Shin Godzilla in theaters.
No,
even though I wanted to.
Yeah,
but yeah. So Maggie, what did you think about Godzilla Minus One? Spoiler free. We'll tell you if we get any spoilers.
Yeah. Excuse me. I believe this has a great story. I love. I wasn't sure if he's gonna sneeze or not.
Nah,
I was
trying
ready to prepare myself.
I was trying to like get my nasal cavity to not be so freaking dry. It's driving me insane.
Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry I yawned like I did.
I'm trying to block it.
Anyways, the story is really, really good. And it's set in World War II. I know that's pretty evident in the trailers and stuff.
At the end of World War II.
At the end of World War II, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
And you know, I just love.
God damn it! That's the third week in a row I've knocked over my goddamn Coke. What the hell?
It's not GD Maggie, it's GD Coke this time, Eric.
I just washed these jeans. Like, God. All right. Keep going.
Anyways.
This fucking sucks.
Anyways. I really loved just about everything about this film. Like, is shot beautifully. The visual effects were great. And the fact that the dude that directed it, wrote it, and did the visual effects is the same person. Like, come on.
It's insane. It's insane. Honestly,
I wonder how long it took him.
I don't know. Like,
that's something I'd like to know.
I could see it almost being like, what was that one called? Is it called The Leader? Is that what it's called? The guy and like the robot killed. Like, we just watched it in theaters. Gareth Edwards. Where like it only cost $80 million.
Oh, give me a second.
Yeah. but like where like they knew exactly what they were going to shoot,
Yeah.
and so like it made it quicker to do the effects and everything because they didn't try and figure it out as they go, and so I could see it almost being faster because he was in complete control the whole time.
Yeah.
Like from the writing to the directing to the special effects.
Yeah.
So he knew exactly what he needed, when he needed it, and how he needed
Yeah.
it. So I could see that honestly being a huge benefit. As far as the movie goes, it was, I guess it's been a few years ago I watched the original Godzilla for the first time. As an adult, I'd seen a lot of these when I was a kid, but I don't really count that. And like it really astounded me. And I know a lot of people have already said this, but astounded me just how fantastic the story of Godzilla is, and how just the metaphor of what Godzilla represents in that time and to this country, this group of people that have experienced just the most horrific things people can experience on this planet, and the way that they use Godzilla as a way to, within the movie and in real life, as a way to deal with that horror and be able to not move on beyond it, but to reconcile with it, if that makes sense. And so I mean, I loved it. I fell back in love with Godzilla. I was already currently in love with like the legendary stuff, but like that really struck me. And of course, we all know Godzilla gets a little cheesy, and like they start doing funny things where it's like, it's just them fighting each other, and all this bunch of stuff, and like
look right there, Godzilla has a son.
Godzuki. Don't bring Godzuki into this.
Godzuki.
I'm still like, why we gotta have a little Kong? Why can't we have a little Godzilla? Why can't we have Godzuki?
Why can't we have
Godzilla v Kong?
Little chibi version of Godzilla?
Yeah, come on. I bet. Sorry, real quick. Here's my guess for how Godzilla v Kong, or Godzilla X Kong, ends. Okay, Kong dies, and Godzilla has to raise little Kong.
Chibi Kong.
Which, granted, that was also my theory for how Endgame would end. Was that because remember, we didn't even know Tony had a kid, right?
Yeah.
But that Tony would die and the Cap would have to help raise Tony's kid.
Yeah.
That was my guess, and obviously that's not exactly what happened. But so now I'm just reusing that for for Godzilla Kong. But anyway, so we know Godzilla can get a little campy, a little silly from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like the American versions like to go more that route currently. And so a couple years ago, we got Shin Godzilla, which took it back to a more a less camp approach to Godzilla.
Yeah.
And was awesome. The guy that did Shin Godzilla, went on to make like Shin Kamen Rider, Shin Ultraman. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And then we get this movie, and it almost seems like it's going to be almost a proper remake of the original, right? Because the original's in post World War II. Japan's still dealing with the fallout of all that, and then here comes this fucking huge ass monster just to make everything fucking worse, And so in the trailers, we kind of see that that's what it is. Now, this is not a 1-to-1 remake of Godzilla, the original Godzilla. This is its own story, its own take on the events, I guess. And honestly, I think it's just so incredible where they decided to take this story. Mm-hmm. The main character, I don't think this is a spoiler. This is literally, you find this out about the character within the first 20 seconds of the movie. Obviously, at this point, if you don't want to know anything before you watch it, go ahead and tune out. But I'm not going to be like spoiling actual plot points. But if you want to be completely blind, definitely just go watch the movie. But the main character of the film is a kamikaze pilot, mm-hmm. Who didn't do the run that he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
which brings up an entire conversation of just how like in that culture, especially when you're dealing with honor, having to live with that after, and like for what purpose, like the war was ending, he knew it was ending, and like he didn't want to die for nothing, but yeah, he's dishonorable, for not doing that, and so he's struggling with just that in himself, right?
Yeah.
Like one of the characters has the line in it that he's that his war is still going on, and so like you're almost dealing with like PTSD a little bit. You're dealing with honor in society in Japan post World War II, and then which would be an amazing story all on its own.
Yeah.
Right, like him trying to find a life post World War II, not like not doing what he was supposed to do during the war, dealing with everyone around him, his friends, his neighbors, his family, trying to grow a family during that time and stuff, and find a way to make a living, in a war-torn country. That alone would be a fantastic movie, right? And just seeing that would be great. And then they throw Godzilla into it. And it's like, holy fuck, like this movie was already amazing, and now we also are just adding Godzilla, and like Godzilla slots in so perfectly, that when he shows up, it doesn't feel off.
No.
Like, and I mean, of course, we already know we're in a Godzilla movie, but like Godzilla is just this extreme force of nature in this.
Yeah.
And like the visual effects when he uses his atomic breath, that it looks like a nuclear bomb going off.
Yeah.
Like, and you just see the people in the city looking at that, and like just you can feel the terror. Yeah. And like, even though this movie is in Japanese with subtitles, I don't think they have a dub version. There could be one day, but I don't think they do. The only version we were able to see was a sub version, which I would much rather watch that. But like just the visuals and the acting in it kind of transcends language. I mean, you don't really even need to read what they're saying to feel what is happening. And then how the movie progresses and stuff, and where the ending takes us. Just completely unprepared for everything that we experienced. There's one shot of this is probably in like the second act of the movie, but there's one shot of Godzilla where you just see like the top of his face from the water, and like you can see obviously his scales and stuff, but like just the top of his face, and he's kind of like doing this.
Yeah, he's like a snake in the water,
and it's so unsettling. Cause like he's moving so realistically that but like it's almost there's almost no dynamic action to it, right? Like it's almost boring the way that he's traveling, but because it is so not overly animated, it feels way more real. And makes it feel way more terrifying,
Yes.
Like the lack of overproduction on it makes it feel so unsettling, and just the choice that they went with his eyes that are almost just like dead straight on the whole time. There's not a whole lot of like movement, and especially like in
emotion.
Yeah, especially like going up against the legendary pictures where. They really try to humanize the eyes so that you can get those ranges of emotion out of Godzilla.
Yeah.
This does not do that. And it almost makes him appear more like a demon, right? Because it's not like a shark where it's just like the solid black eyes, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not that. Like he has pupils and he has like color, but they don't move, and they don't like expand and contrast or contract rather. They just are, right? And it's almost showing just how irrelevant everything is to him.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't come across to me that his eyes don't move because they couldn't afford to move his eyes. To me, it comes across like he doesn't have to look around because it doesn't fucking matter what's near him.
No.
You know, like he is the dominating force of the earth, and he knows it, and he doesn't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah,
you know.
I will say that they made him move like how the people used to dress up in the suits.
Yes.
They made him because his arms just stay right at his sides.
Yeah.
And like, unless you watch the trailer for Godzilla X Kong, and he's like running.
Yeah, I hate that shot.
It's so weird.
And like,
so weird.
But yeah, and he's very like subtle in his movements, almost a little too subtle for me. I'll be completely honest. Like he literally takes a step and stops.
Yeah.
And then takes another step and stops. And like, it wasn't enough to take me out of it, but like it was like it was maybe just a hair too much, but still it was really good. But like I gave a shit about the characters in this.
Yeah.
And like typically with these movies, one, I don't care about the characters, and two, I don't want to care about the characters. But this movie did such a great job of setting up, like, every character is completely fleshed out. The neighbor, his 3 coworkers, the person he interacts with a lot in the movie. Again, don't want to go into any kind of spoilers. But like every person feels like a real person that existed at that time and dealing with the same shit. And you know, it's just fantastic. God, it is so good. It is just so good. There's not really like a whole lot of spoilers. So I don't really want us to do like a spoiler section.
Okay.
So all I'll say is that the ending,
must-watch.
Yeah, it's a must watch. The ending was unexpected for me. Like, I just wasn't expecting the movie to go the route it does. I'm not going to get any more deeper than that. But it did pass my love it, my 5-star score. Like I had very much teared up in this movie multiple times.
Yeah.
It's really great. Like it puts, I think you even said this, it puts Hollywood to shame.
Yeah.
Like this, you watch this movie and you're seeing like fucking, you know, I'm trying to think of a good way to say it, but the only movie that I'm thinking, let's say Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
The only other movie I could think of, I was like, I'm not going to compare it to that. It's a Steven Spielberg movie about World War II. I'll leave it at that. But you know, this is like Saving Private Ryan, but Godzilla.
Yeah.
Right. And then you see Godzilla X Kong, which is like Moonfall, but Godzilla, you know, and you're like, there's a vast difference here. And like, I love Godzilla being the hero. I'm not against a heroic Godzilla, or almost like, you know, he's not a good guy, but we can, you know, he kind of fights the bad guys, so he becomes our hero. I'm not against that. I like that. But it is really nice to get Godzilla as just a straight villain, you know? And God, I really hope we get a follow-up to this one. I know that obviously with Shin Godzilla, this one is not connected in any way to that.
Yeah.
So like I could see them just, you know, somebody else takes it and does their own spin on Godzilla.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. I'm down for that stuff. But it would be really cool to just get to go back to this one and just see what happens next. You know, like I'm really, really interested in this world. But yeah, it's phenomenal. Crazily has become my favorite Godzilla movie. Like almost instantly, you know, like I love King of the Monsters. I think we did a podcast way back when we were still doing these live on Saturday mornings on Twitch. It's in the YouTube thing. I think it's still out there. Where I said I loved King of the Monsters, and King of the Monsters was like, you know, one of my favorite monster movies in general. This clears that easily. Like I still love the visuals of especially the legendary movies, especially King of the Monsters, but this movie is just this is a fantastic film, not just a fantastic Godzilla film, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just easily the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's insane. That's insane to me. But I fucking love this movie. It is so good. And I can't wait to own it. I would honestly, I'd go back and watch it right now. But, just time and stuff.
Yeah.
I really hope there's like a special edition that has like a documentary on the making of. And like, I want to, this is one of those movies I want to sink into every aspect of it. I want the director's commentary. I want the special features for how they did the special effects or what the practical effects were. Like, was that giant Godzilla head real, when it was in the water or is it all CG? And like, you can't really ever tell when it's CG and when it's real because it looks the exact same either way. Yeah. And so like, I honestly don't know which parts were CG. It all looked the same. It's fantastic. Maggie, I talked a lot. Do you have anything else you'd like to say? I know you're fading. I can tell you're fading out.
I'm fading fast, guys. I'm trying to. Eric went not.
Hey, not Eric.
Not Eric. Because he's gonna go watch it on Sunday.
Oh, right on. Sweet. Enjoy.
And then Matt CR said, every time I see Eric here, I think of Eric and Merrick, the barbaric brothers from the Alien Rangers miniseries.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow.
What names for twins?
The Alien Rangers. So good. So good. Which I still call it season 3 of Power Rangers. Like, I know they technically had their own intro, but God, what a time to be alive during that. Anyway, anything else you want to say before we get into the ranking? No. All right. So we're going to add this to our ranking now. Currently, the winter ranking for 2023. Number 7, Good Burger 2. Number 6, Disney's Wish. Number 5, The Marvels. Number 4, All the Light We Cannot See. Number 3, Trolls Band Together. Number 2, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. And number 1, Loki. Maggie, where do you want to put Godzilla Minus One?
Number 1.
Number 1 it is. That's exactly what Godzilla Minus One got. More like Godzilla is number 1. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Good job.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Do you really? Honestly though, you really think it's better than Loki? It was. Like Loki's phenomenal. But like, goddamn, I can't imagine this not being in the top 10 at the end of the year. I can't imagine it. Honestly, it'll probably stay number 1 because I don't think anything else coming out the rest of the year. Maybe Boy and the Heron. I mean, that's Ghibli. So I mean, that has a shot. But like, other than that, I don't think there's anything else coming out this year that's going to come close. Maybe Rebel Moon. I'm joking.
I mean, if you say so.
No, Rebel Moon will be fun, but I mean, come on. That's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. We hope you all enjoyed this episode of the Hopefully Awesome Show. Remember, we'll be back again tomorrow night with Going Back to Smallville live at 9 right here on hopefully youtube.com/Hopefully Awesome. We're doing the episode Scare, season 4, episode 9 or 10, Scare. So be sure and come hang out with us as we discuss that. And then, of course, on Wednesday, we'll be going back to the 90s again with Super 90s Playback. Where we'll be watching another VHS tape. This time it is Christmas Specials from 1997, Part 3. So who knows what kind of fun stuff will be on there. Remember, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or join us right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get exclusive content like our monthly movie commentaries, our monthly series Matt plus Maggie. And if you're a member on YouTube, you get the exclusive emotes that you can use. But over on Patreon or on YouTube, you get all of the same features except for the emotes. Because YouTube won't allow us to give it to people outside of YouTube. So there you go. But that is going to wrap it up for us, everyone. Thank you for watching. We do have some videos going live the rest of this week, so be sure and check those out. It helps us grow. If it shows up in your subscription feed, if you click on it, even if you just hit play and walk away and do something else, that's totally fine. But it does help us grow, so we greatly appreciate you all. Thanks again to everyone hanging out in the chat with us.
Yeah.
Matt ZR, we got Eric, Travis Mitchell, Jeriana, my mom at some point. You all always make this a fun time, and I know we go a little bit long sometimes, but I do appreciate all of y'all hanging out with us. It definitely brightens our day for sure. And again, shout out to Eric for the gifts. Freaking just rad. Like, so we really cool, greatly appreciate you, man. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.